Hello, everybody. It's the TV Optimist. Talking about Punked, the first revival. Um, yeah, so backstory. Now let's just talk about the revival. This is fucking. And they called the ninth season. See, you see. Go to season 9. 2012 came out. What was it? 5 years. Yeah, 5 years after the last one ended. Um. Okay, yeah, I'll do backstory. So I only caught a couple episodes of Punked. I was one of those guys that were like, I don't know, I'm so fucking weird with this, but like something old is revived or comes back. Back then, I was like, fuck yeah, even though I didn't even really watch the original. I knew Ashton was on there. I like Ashton Kutcher, but I don't like I really didn't give a shit about the show. And I didn't know half that shit that I watched when I watched the show to review it. So like when they announced they were gonna revive it on MTV, I was like, awesome. Yeah, like I don't know why I just did like the whatever, but no, awesome. This is so fucking cool. We're doing this, and I remember so many people were like, "Fuck Justin Bieber," and he was in talks to be the new host because you're like, "Is Ashton coming back or?" Are we getting a new host? Well, it was announced Justin Bieber, and everybody was like, "Fuck Justin Bieber." I personally was never the biggest like "fuck Bieber" kind of person. I didn't give a shit, but even I was like, "That's stupid. Please don't do that." And then the trailer came out, and they announced, "No, it's not Justin Bieber. It's multiple people that are going to be the hosts." And me, my brother, and my mom watched every single episode of this season and loved it. Loved it. We were so pumped for the next season. They never followed up with it, which is a shame because this is a good idea, a good concept. Like I said, first episode Justin Bieber. He pranks Taylor Swift, Rob Deerdeck, Sean Kingston, and Miley Cyrus. So here's something I didn't like about this season. There's way too many fuck ups. There's way too many failures. I believe the only time Ashton ever failed was with Bill Goldberg when the motorcycle doesn't blow up. There's like a failure in every episode, I believe. And it's like, why are all these motherfuckers failing every time? I just didn't get it. I like how personal it is, like how personalized every prank is. Right? Punked? Is this the one? Yep. Um, Here's a very interesting season for this show. After a 5-year hiatus, Punk returned. We were in for something huge. It seems he was rumored. Of course, people love the idea. So instead, MTV decided to just do a different host each week. It worked. In all honesty, this is the first season Punk I watched, and I found it just as good. It's a breath of fresh air, and while some episodes flop, others hurt my sides for making me laugh so hard. I don't think I say anything about how I just didn't like. Oh, that's weird. Yeah, that's a problem that I had with this season and this revival was that there was a lot of failures. So Justin pranks Taylor. Taylor Swift is tricked into thinking that she set a boat on fire and ruined a couple's wedding while launching a firework. And Justin's like, "You did that." Like, and he does really good with it. He tries to prank Rob Deerdeck. Rob is led to believe that a couple at a table next to him are arguing. The girl runs the car into the restaurant and he gets the blame for it. However, he doesn't fall for it. He's like, "Where's the cameras? Are you pranking me?" And so instead, they get Sean Kingston. Both Justin and Rob invite Sean Kingston out. Remember Sean Kingston? What happened? Like, is he still making music? And then Miley Cyrus, she gets double crossed. She believes that she's punking Justin Bieber when she is the one being punked herself. It's pretty brilliant. Second season is really good with Bam Margera. MTV alumni right there. So an alum. He gets Tyler the Creator. He's tricked into thinking that he accidentally blew up a taco truck, which was for a charity event, and also setting a man on fire while he was inside it. Ronnie Ortiz Magro, he's Ronnie from Jersey Shore, which me and my brother openly were like, fuck this show. This one is actually really good. Ronnie is forced by the police to cooperate with a robbery after one of his stylists are held hostage inside a convenience store. Tyler Posey, worst drive-through experience occurs when the workers mess up his order. The man in front of him gets out of the car and blocks his way, and an ignorant driver behind Tyler begins honking at him. What's cool about this one, Tyler is the main actor from Teen Wolf, plays Scott McCall. Again, we didn't give a shit about Teen Wolf. We thought it was an okay episode. Hayden Panettiere gets Diana Agron. She Glee? Veronica Mars. I thought she was in Glee as well. Zac Efron. And then Snooki. And I don't remember Hayden Panettiere being a really good episode. Tyler Creator was a great episode. I love Tyler Creator. Sinead Grimes and The Wanted. It was mostly a good episode because of Tyler Creator, not the people that he's punking. Lucy Hale punked Ian Harding, Vanessa Hudgens, and Josh Hutcherson. I think that's an okay episode. Nick Cannon, he punks Ashley Tisdale, Demi Lovato, and New Boys. I think that was an okay episode. That's back when Nick Cannon wasn't as annoying. I liked Nick Cannon for a long time, and then there just something hit. It was like, Nick. Dak Shepard. That's the really good one because that's where he made his, debut, his acting debut. He gets Chloe Grace Moretz, Meta World Peace, and Lauren Conrad. Miley Cyrus gets Liam Hemsworth, Kelly Osbourne, and Khloe Kardashian. I think that's a good episode. Heather Morris. She's Glee, right? Yeah. Joe Jonas, Cody Simpson, and Emma Roberts. This was a not that good of an episode. Because Joe Jonas finds out that he's not. He's like, I know I'm not. He's supposed to be tricked into thinking he's taking part in a robbery, but spots the cameras and realizes he's being punked like pretty quickly because he just did like a hidden camera show or something like that, and he knows where. Like, wait a minute. Kellen Lutz, also known as the guy who was in Twilight, who played Emmett, and he did Hercules, and that was a flop. He pranks Julianne Hough, Ashley Rickards, and Amy Teagarden. Very forgettable episode. My favorite episode, I'm going to skip over that one. Mac Miller punked Wiz Khalifa, Neil Patrick Harris, and Darryl Revis. I think this is a really good episode. Mac Miller was a good host, and Wiz Khalifa figures out he's being punked, so that's the third failure all season. In one season, while Ashton only failed once in like 8 seasons. So, and Daryl, I don't know who Darrell Revis is. But the Neil Patrick Harris one's funny. There's like a bear that shows up when him and his husband are walking, and like, oh shit. My favorite episode is hosted by Ashton Kutcher. This was a huge episode. Like, everyone was freaking out about Ashton coming back, and he punks Drake and Kim Kardashian. Who would have thunk it? After all this time I spent with Ashton, just hating him in all his obnoxious asshole ways, you'd think I wouldn't like his return episode like I did back when I first saw it, but I absolutely loved it. It just sucked that Kardashian ended the show. It should have been the other way around. Still a fantastic season with only one more to go so far. Ooh. But absolutely loved it. Drake has the best reaction in punked history, and Ashton's reveal making it even better. Yeah, so Kim Kardashian is tricked into believing a supposed superfan stole friend Scott Disick's wallet at a gas station. In a move to catch the thief, Disick drives away from the pump with the nozzle still in the car, causing a massive explosion. It's a huge prank. Huge punked. Huge punk. And her reaction is how she reacts in pretty much everything. Just You see how I'm looking right now? Just it explodes, and she's just like, "Oh my god! Oh my god!" It's like, what a fucking horrible prank that was. Like, I remember being so upset by that. It was so fucking stupid, and it's still just as bad. Drake is led to believe he's being picked up by Secret Service to meet the vice president, but encounters a fake earthquake in a parking garage. It is fucking hilarious, just how he's reacting, how he's jumping up and just flipping out. Best reaction in Punked history. I gotta watch that one again just to double check, because I find that hard to believe. I find it. I know it's definitely a good reaction, but the best in Punked history. I don't know about that one. I think this counted as who requested this? Who requested this shit? I think it might have been my brother. Season 10. I think this was my brother. Yeah, thanks go to my brother Austin Van Oss for requesting this revival and the previous Punked as well, and the next one, which we'll be covering next week. This has been the TV Optimist. You guys have a good one.